If you decided to grift as a lefty and didn't call it lefty shit, how much bigger do you think your streams would be? I don't know, good question. I actually can't do it though, I'm too weak. I've legitimately thought about it a lot in the past where it's like, could I just suck it up and just do whatever? Like make friends that I hate or like talk about shit that I don't really believe in and just fucking meme it up for the views or whatever, but I don't think I can do it. It just drives me crazy. When I see people that are just like lying or like spreading misinformation or like not doing the due diligence, like it absolutely fucking drives me insane. I can't deal with it. So I don't think I would make it very far. So I'm trying to like think of things in a different way because I've had to develop kind of like more strategies personally to make sure that people aren't like taking advantage of me because it's something that I let people do quite a bit, ironically enough. So like, if there was somebody in my chat that was super publicly shitting on you, I can't imagine asking you not to bring it up publicly. I would never do that. So like, I'm not gonna honor a request asking me to do the same. I would never expect somebody to come onto my stream, have one of my fans talk them, and then tell that person not to like respond to that fan. I would never make that demand of somebody. So like, I won't let anybody make that same demand of me. Usually people defend me hard because they feel like people misrepresent me or they feel like their chats are being unfair. Like you can't really defend me. Like you gotta consider like these people hate me, like super duper duper hate me. So there's not gonna be much like defending. But it feels like I have so many good relationships with so many other streamers, despite the fact that their communities just absolutely hate me, which is like really weird. Same. Oh wait. Oh, what's up, Anita? Does your community hate me too? But the problem is like, I'm a really, really, really polarizing person to talk to online. And if you do engage with conversations with me online, you're gonna get a lot of pushback in your community. So like, do you think it's possible to be super consistent with your positions and not eventually end up with everyone in your life hating you? Do you think you're required to being hyper-rational, principle stuff, blah, blah, blah? I don't know, who knows? It doesn't matter as much as that. I think people just really don't like it if you like ever call them out on anything. Like people view it as like a huge betrayal. I think it's that simple. I don't think it's like that much more complicated than that. But whatever, whatever. I'm used to it. You should talk to Dr. Kevin. I don't know what we would talk about. The problem is that like if you're hated by that many communities, then you must be doing something wrong. That's what I would instantly assume. It would take so much to convince me otherwise. If somebody were to tell me like, oh, like it's a huge problem, like so many different communities hate me, it's like, okay, well you're probably doing something that's making people hate you. Like, I don't think that's like much of a productive conversation to have. I think Dr. K could help you, plus it would help the way communities see you. I mean, I've already been on Dr. K, I think twice. Is there a way to combat people who play the victim without looking like a complete asshole? Rhetorically, yeah, there might be, but I'm not a very big optics person. I don't know. I just don't really care much to like trying to make, like the problem is that like I'm a pretty big loner in my life in terms of like how I've always lived. If somebody's not gonna like me, I'm usually just very upfront with that. Like, hey, listen, like I'm a very particular type of person. Like a lot of people don't get along with me. Like that's just the reality of it, but I'm okay with that. So like spending a lot of time trying to get people to like you that might not otherwise, it's just like, it's not something I'm very interested in. When I rated you in the past, a bunch of people asked me not to raid you, but none of them would say why. I think sometimes people just jump on a bandwagon. Oh, nice, Anita. Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, that's another thing too, is that like a lot of people, I think the most frustrating thing for me, one of the reasons why I said I was gonna try really hard to combat misinformation this year, like the whole Bob 7 shit or whatever, I've thought about doing this stuff in my personal life too, although it feels a little annoying, is that like, the annoying thing is that a lot of people don't like me for reasons that like are actually just completely fake. Dude, I've been so gaslit about my own past. I was asking Melina the other day, I was like, oh, like, how old are you now or whatever? Because I don't remember or whatever. And I thought that when I met Melina, I thought she was 18 because I've read so many times on the internet it was, but she was 20 when I met her. And I was like, wait a second, what? Wait, what? I actually got so fucking gaslit on her own fucking age. I was like, wait, she was 20 when I met her? Holy shit. Because so many people say that I look fucking like date teenagers and shit, even though every girl I've dated basically has been like my age. Just fucking Jesus. Have you ever thought about making videos / live streams debunking the common memes, put it against you? The problem is that like I thought about doing that, it's just like I don't know like if there are any fights worth having there. And the problem is that like while correcting the record, you're always gonna give people like more stuff to attack you with. So like it's hard to know like what's worth it. So, because there are a lot of common things that people say to me. So like, for instance, like a lot of people thought that I like left Nathan to go hook up with Melina. And it's like, okay, well, I made the decision to move here. First of all, I decided to move away like years ago. I just wanted to wait till he was older. And then secondly, I didn't even know Melina when I moved here. Like, that has nothing to do. She had absolutely no play whatsoever in me moving here. But then I feel like, but like if I put out a video like that, people are gonna be like, oh, well, you're still a horrible deadbeat dad for like moving away from your kid. It's like, okay. Like, is it worth it? I don't actually know. That's the problem, you know? It helps to split the blame onto the mother for remaining in Nebraska. Yeah, but I don't ever want to make his mom look bad. It's funny that lefties attack you over Nathan. Are you supposed to take Nathan away from his mom by force? Well, I'm guessing is that what they should say is that I should just continue to live in Omaha in a separate house from them. But like, I mean, like I could, but damn, first of all, I hate that fucking city for a variety of reasons related to my past. And then secondly, like, man, I have to pay for a whole second place to live in a place that I fucking hate being, like, when I can't live with my kid anyway. Like, I don't know, like, that's like really shitty. But whatever. At least you kind of have a free filter for spineless people. Those that get through probably tend to be more real. Yeah, but the problem is almost everybody is spineless. Like, especially in this world when you kind of like live and die by your viewership, right? Like people aren't usually gonna take a strong stand against something if it's gonna hurt their viewership. Like that's probably the thing that I've learned like the most through all of this is like people will always protect their viewership. Or like the connections that they have, you know? Have you ever had a streamer apologize to you after big drama? Almost never. But I don't like apologies. I actually really dislike apologies. Generally, if people reach out to me to apologize for something, I usually tell them that I don't care or I don't want to hear it, or like I immediately just tell them to fuck off. 99% of the time when somebody is apologizing, they're trying to like alleviate their own conscience. I don't give a fuck, and I'm not here to give anybody the satisfaction of feeling like they didn't do anything wrong. Like, if you fucked up and you did something dumb to me, like just don't do it again, and then we're probably chill. I don't usually hold grudges, but like don't sit there and be like, oh, like I did this thing to you. Like the problem is that like anybody can apologize for anything. Like it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't make you a good person. It doesn't make you a better person. It doesn't make you, it doesn't mean anything. There's no virtue in it whatsoever. Like congratulations, like you realize after the fact that something you did was wrong. Like a good person wouldn't have done it in the first place, okay? I don't care what realizations you come to afterwards. Now, if a situation comes up again and you don't repeat that mistake, oh, well, good job. Now I feel like, now I have like a lot of respect for you. What the fuck, Destiny, just give them an olive branch? No, nah, I don't care. Nah, it's way too easy to fuck up and then just apologize for it afterwards. Fuck that, I don't care about that shit. That's not the measure of a good person to me. I'm too old for that shit now. If we were in high school maybe, but nah, fuck that. Isn't there something to be gained from someone humbling themselves in before you? I don't think it is a humbling. I think when people apologize, they just want to feel better about bad things they've done.
Destiny is just hated cause he's cyberpunk Socrates.
Yeah, true, yeah. Don't you want to let people know you still care? Yeah, I mean, I'll tell them like, oh, cool, hey, if you fucked up, just don't do it again and we're chill. That's it, it's that easy. Just don't fuck up again. But don't sit here telling me how sorry you are, blah, 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 blah. Like, you did what you did and you got the reward for what you did. I don't give a fuck how you feel about it afterwards, okay? That shit means nothing to me. Especially if you benefited off of whatever fucking lie you told. Like, I don't give a fuck about you wanting to feel better about yourself, so you fucking apologize for it. Fuck that shit. I couldn't give a fuck less. Just don't do it again. There is one category of apologies that could make sense. If somebody does something and they legitimately did it like by accident, then that's like an apology that I could accept. So like, let's say you like you run into someone in the hallway, like, oh shit, sorry, like I didn't know that. Or let's say that you make a joke and you had no idea that like it's something that I'm sensitive about. That wouldn't be me, right? But like it's something like that. If you like the person legitimately didn't know, then I could understand like, oh yeah, you said, oh yeah, no, it's cool. Like that would be like one thing, yeah. So like most apologies? No, most apologies are somebody did something and fucked up and they knowingly did something and they knowingly fucked up. And then afterwards they want to feel better about it, so they come to you and they apologize and say they won't do it again. You don't care about statements of apology, but you would care if someone changed their behavior to actually address it offended you. Yeah, 100%. If somebody changes their behavior, that's cool. I don't even need an apology at that point. I don't care. You don't have to say shit. As long as you don't do it again, I don't give a fuck. And I don't usually hold grudges, so like that's fine. Okay, oil refinery. You think most people fuck up on purpose to fuck you over? Yeah, 100%, of course. They think they can get away with something. I think most people's fuck ups in life are usually just them being kind of selfish and inconsiderate about other people, for sure. If you can think of an example for something that's happened, then I might be even wrong on that. I'd be curious to hear it. But like, I think generally like most fuck ups are usually like, most fuck ups are usually just like somebody's being selfish, they're trying to get something they want, and then they get caught or they fuck up.
This facility will produce multiple.
I don't think that's the average person's experience. Okay. Isn't the issue that most people don't even know how to apologize? As in, I did it. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. This is like a unpopular take. Like, I don't expect to be like a ton of people like, oh, I totally agree with your take. I understand that. It's just how I view it personally. None of you should like live your life by my views on shit like this. Okay. Is there anyone that is irredeemable for you? They fucked up so much that they can never be friends with them again? If I could know truth, like objective truth, like I could truly know what existed in somebody's mind, then nobody would be irredeemable. But there are some people that are irredeemable insofar as like, I know that I can't trust them again. So like people that can lie convincingly, and then people that have lied to me, but have lied in a convincing manner, I don't think I could ever trust again. I'd probably be friends with them, but I don't think I could ever trust them with anything. Like there are some people I know, I can think of 3 people off the top of my head, where like I can be friends with you, but I can never trust anything you say. Like, I don't know if you're like, I'll have to fact check everything. I'm never gonna take you at your word for anything, and I'm never gonna like provide you with any information that would fuck me over unless I had some sort of leverage on you. Yeah. Why does it matter if you could see into a person's mind? What would you be looking for? Oh, to see if they were genuinely going to be truthful in the future or not. I would say that apology is an indication that they really understand what was wrong about it and are prepared to change. When people don't apologize because they don't care about the damage they caused, maybe. I'm just based on the experiences that I've had in life and the experiences that I've had with other people, talk is cheap. I really don't care about anything people say ever. Like, I'm so much more interested in how people act, because so many people are capable of saying so much and doing so little. I'm so much more interested in like how a person acts rather than. You never hold grudges, but do you forgive people? I don't usually hold grudges against people. As long as the behavior has changed, I don't really care. Like, I don't, like, the thing is that, like, holding grudges only hurts you. Like, what if there's a person that could be cool, you could be friends with again, but then, like, you hold a grudge against them? Like, why the fuck would you do that? Like, why would you waste your time and mental energy on holding a grudge against somebody? That's so stupid.
Is there a link somewhere to these sick bangers you have playing? Bonus meme ye.
Have you ever apologized then? Sometimes, yeah. Some people feel like they need apologies, and if it's somebody that I'm like trying to salvage a relationship with or something, like most human people, most people like to get apologies. So if I fuck something up, like I'll try to apologize. I don't care about getting them at all. But if it feels like somebody needs one and it's a relationship that I'm trying to like maintain or whatever, then yeah, I will, of course. I think you're projecting a bit when it comes to this. Most people aren't self-aware. Those fuck-ups are subconscious and aren't done with ill intent. Okay, I'm trying to be very clear here. I don't think people are messing up with ill intent. I think most people are usually just selfish and they think they can get something without considering another person's feelings.
Let's say you have 2 people that beat the shit out of your puny white ass one day in middle school. 10 years later, one of them tried to contact you to apologize for what he did and the other one never did. Are these people morally equivalent?
I don't know. I don't care. Like, even when I fuck up sometimes, usually my fuck ups are usually just me acting selfish. I think I can get away with something or whatever and not considering somebody else's feelings when I know I probably should be. Do you find it necessary to apologize when you did your best in the moment but the outcome ended up bad? For example, did you apologize to Pokemon when you figured out Fed was lying? I think I did. I don't remember, actually. Do you think it's important for people to know that you're somewhat autistic? It seems like other people label you socio. I don't know if I'm autistic or a sociopath. I don't know. I try to stay away from fucking meme labels like this. I have no fucking idea, okay? And self-diagnosing shit like this is cringe, so it's fucking. Do you put any value in people acknowledging their mistakes? Very, very, very little. Like I said, just listen. Everybody can live their life the way they want to. You don't have to follow my shit, okay? I'm just saying that for me personally, talk is cheap, okay? I don't really care what people say. I've had a lot of people say a lot of things to me, and I've had very few people that I think have acted in ways that I think are admirable based on things that have happened, okay? That's all I'm saying.
Okay, let me try one more. Let's say 2 different friends trip on you and land on your balls and it hurts like fucking shit. Immediately afterward, one of them says sorry, my bad, while the other one ignores your bitch ass. Are they really the same to you?
No, I think that there's the one category of things you could apologize for is if you did something and you didn't actually know what you were doing. Like if you do something that's truly like on accident. If you fuck up though, and you know you fuck up, and you knowingly go through with a fuck up, and then you apologize afterwards, I don't care about those apologies. But like if it's like some like actual accident or whatever, then sure. I just don't usually hold grudges. I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, like most people will do what they need to protect their personal relationships. My expectations for people, like minimum level of decency is very, very, very low. So it's whatever. I would expect as much from most people. Remember to hit that like and subscribe, and don't forget the notification bell so that my videos show up right in your feed.